Alright, good morning everyone. So once again, this is Roberto the Mapping Admiral and I am your PE teacher for today. So this time, we will have these objectives. Discusses the nature of different sports activities. Secondly is organizes sports events for a target health issue or concern. Sports is one of the biggest business in the world today, according to the Vermeulen et al. 2016. In the recent decades, sports as social practices has become relevant in many different fields, in health, economy, politics, education, sport, and leisure. Back in the old days, due to the lack of exposure to professional sports, the games commonly played by children of the Philippines are very simple. Patintero, Loksong Baka, Chinese Garter, and the most popular games was Langit Lupa. In the Philippines, these are called Larong Kalye, or Lalong Pinoy, or Philippines traditional games. In here, the children had found a recreational to train them physically and mentally to be equipped in professional sports. This module will introduce you to the different sports and its classifications. The pandemic era may have brought changes to the world, including sports, and many sporting events had been cancelled. That includes the Olympic Games, but that doesn't mean the end. Sports will continue to grow and will continue to be one of the best recreational and physical activities that will promote sound mind and body. Types of sports. No matter where you go across the world, one common strain that is ties us all together is the love for sports. However, this doesn't mean everyone loves the same sports yet. Because of the wide variety of sports, everyone has their own favorites. So what really comprises a sport? Sports are physical activities which involve strength, agility, endurance, and etc. Wherein opponents face each other for the sake of the competition. The main and most obvious difference between these three kinds of sports is the communications work. If you play an individual sport, you only have yourself to listen and don't have to cope with other ideas. Then if you play with someone else, it makes it a lot more complicated and you have to open to their ideas too, since the other half of your teams have just as much thought as you do. These sports are the hardest of all. You must have a lot of patience and be very open-minded because everyone might have different ideas. Individual, dual, or team sports basic skills. In playing any kind of sports, it is important to know the basic skills needed in the sport. Here are the following examples of the basics in playing different individual, dual, and team sports. We have the table tennis. Table tennis, it could be an individual and dual sports. So these are the following steps or the skills that you need to be equipped. First is to grip. Second is stance and ready positions. Third one is the strokes, and fourth one is the footwork rather. Next one is badminton. According to the Young Walls, here are 9 basic skills you need to learn to play badminton. Knowing how to warm up properly, the basics for hand and backhand whip, the basic 6 corners footwork, the split steps or a steady stance, the basic struts, perceptions and anticipations, hand-eye coordinations, rhythm and timing, tacticals and strategic thinking. Next one is basketball. Tom Stewart 2018 defines basketball as the fast-paced game that requires the knowledge and instinct to perform quickly and properly. The sport of basketball requires 5 basic skills. While some players might be more experienced with some skills than others, it is best to have at least some ability in all 5 areas. Swartz introduced that there are 5 basic skills of basketball which are as follows. First is running, second shooting, third is passing, fourth is dribbling, and fifth is jumping. So these are the 5 basic skills. But the most important skills among these 5 are the shooting. So next one is volleyball. According to Arena Indy, ProRecathlete.com, there are 7 basic skills you need to learn in playing volleyball. Volleying, forehand passing or bumping, the sitting, the driving, attacking, blocking, and serving. So, any questions in regard to this topic? So, if you have questions, you may comment down below on the comment sections, and also you may browse on the link, the GAITF.com, so that you will learn more new updates and informations in regards in this topic. So once again, this is Roberto Dumapic Almiron, and I hope you learned something from this presentation. So stay home, stay safe, and goodbye everyone.